And there's a story captured in Matthew chapter 4 and Luke chapter 4, where Jesus, before he launches into his public ministry, he retreats away for 40 days. He fasts for 40 days. And at the end of those 40 days, he has a spiritual encounter with Satan, where Satan comes to him and tempts him. What's fascinating about this account is that the three temptations that Satan lays out for Jesus, each one of those attack a different area of his vulnerability. And what are they? Possessions or wealth, pleasure, and power. They seem to be universally true for us as humans. And Jesus, as God with us, the Word made flesh, he had to face those exact same temptations. Well, after he did battle and had fully emptied him those three influences in his life and had overcome those temptations, where was he at that next moment? He was hungry and he was thirsty. That's what happens when we empty ourselves from all those influences. We get all the distractions out of our lives, all the false loves that want to sort of capture our imagination and capture our time and devotion. When they're all gone, we become empty. We become vulnerable. We become hungry. We become thirsty. And so Jesus comes to us with a fourth step, and he says this: blessed are those who hunger and thirst for God's righteousness. And this is what I understand him saying to me, and what he's saying to us. He says, as you go through that emptying process, you will be hungry, you will be thirsty. All those ways that you have sort of desensitized yourself for hunger and thirst, you fed yourself all different ways, you strip those away. You will be hungry and thirsty. Now here's the question: what will you be hungry for? Where are you going to focus those longings of your heart? He said, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for God's righteousness, or hunger and thirst for righteousness.